Welcome back to Big Bris TV, and on this episode I got another unboxing for you, but this one is gonna be different and you're gonna love it. As some of you can already see, this is a box of shoes. Well packaged, I made that. It's a box of Carminas. I got this particular pair from Pettywear Shoes in the United Kingdom. But how is this unboxing gonna be different, you ask? This is gonna be my third pair of Carminas, and I'm going to compare it to two pairs that I unboxed 15 years ago. Carmina Shoemaker Mallorca. The box made it pretty much unscathed. This is a pair of cap-toe Oxfords. The model number is 80386 in brown box calf with a leather sole on the rain last in size 12 UK. The first two pairs of Carminas I unboxed 15 years ago. I was pretty much a guinea pig when it came to Carmina. Now, let me take you back a little bit. 2009, 2010, when Carmina came on the scene in the forums, I was able to get two pairs from the Armory. A shout out to Mark over at the Armory. And Carmina was making a buzz because at that point, put yourself in my shoes, so to speak, you know? I come from a large family where you had one pair of shoes and you didn't get another pair until you wore those out. And not just one pair of shoes for everything, but you know, one pair of dress shoes, one pair of sneakers, one pair of boots, you know. It wasn't until I was an adult and I was wearing dress shoes on a regular basis for work and whatever that I found out about Goodyear welted shoes. Fast forward, you start looking up information about menswear and shoes, and then you find the forum. First shoe or brand that they recommend usually is going to be Allen Edmonds, and so I got a couple pairs of Allen Edmonds, but you know, people really didn't like me because I said Allen Edmonds looks like loaves of bread on your feet. And nothing against Allen Edmonds as a company, but hey, I don't like their aesthetic, and their quality has declined over the years. So then I started finding about brands from Northampton in the UK, you know, that what people call like the birthplace of shoes or whatever. Brands like Churches, you know, the original Churches, not the product. Crockett and Jones, Edward Green, Joseph Cheney and Sons, Grenson. All of those brands are really expensive, you know, and so that's why a lot of guys got into the secondhand market. So into, say, later on in 2009, 2010, right? That was the time when you could get shoes from Edward Green for around $500, brand new in the box. Being that Edward Green was making shoes for Ralph Lauren Purple Label, you could get those, you know, deeply discounted. It wasn't odd to be able to find companies like Alfred Sargent was making shoes for Peel and Co. for Brooks Brothers, and Crockett and Jones was making shoes also for Ralph Lauren and also Brooks Brothers. And you had companies like Alfred Sargent making shoes for Paul Stewart and things like that. So you started learning about shoes, you started learning who made shoes for who, and then you could get different types of, you know, you could be styling on the foot for a lower cost because not too many people knew this information. So when the Armory announced that they were offering shoes by Carmina, this is around when they were around the $400 price point, maybe $425. I don't remember what I paid. I jumped on it and I ordered two pairs. Back then I wasn't doing video unboxings, obviously, but I'm gonna do a slideshow presentation of an unboxing of those shoes, and then we're gonna get into these. So let's get into this pair. This is my first time seeing them also, so I'm excited. Here we go. Back then you would notice that the Carmina bags weren't this red color. They were a brown color, similar to the color of the paper. And the paper didn't have a logo on it. Is this the OVO logo? So you get two shoe bags. These bags are much smaller than a lot of bags that you see nowadays, but I'm guessing that the shoe fits better in there. I smell it, and here we go. Wow, first pair of Carminas. These have some weight to them. Well, first pair of Carminas in 15 years. These have some weight. Yeah, I remember this box calf. It's pretty much one color all around, and they don't take polish too well if you're into patina and things like that. Sort of like, ooh, they send me some extra laces. Okay, these are round laces, and the laces that are in the shoes are also round. At least the stick is wooden. And they're stuffed just like the originals back 15 years ago with this red paper. As I'm looking down in there, I can see the leather mark and it says it's made in Spain, but it doesn't have the bear rug mark like this one right here. One thing I noticed about these is that they used to have wheeling here at the breast, and they weren't stamped Carmina, but they did have your size. They did have the 5 nails in the toe. They smell different than what I remember. So this is the rain last, huh? I remember my box calf brown pair was a semi brogue, and it was on the Simpson last. Simpson was even misspelled in the box. Back then, they didn't have these stickers. They would print in gold lettering on the box, and Simpson was spelled with an M, Simpson. I thought maybe, is that a misspelling? One thing I remember about Carmina is that they don't do the waist treatment on the outside edge of the shoe here like they do it on the inside. They have a beveled waist here on the inside, but for whatever reason they don't do it on the outside. It's still a really nice shape. And these things, I feel like I'm holding ice cubes in my hand. It's freezing outside right now. And I'm looking at the sole treatment where you can see the stitching through the flap that they lifted up to make it a closed channel. It's a little bit of ink mark here. You know, I'm not one to nitpick on shoes. I once had a pair of Crockett & Jones shoes and they weren't seconds, and you put the heels together like this, and they were way off. I mean, really off. So that was kind of alarming given the fact that those shoes were about $700, you know. I like that this has the dog tail here, but it's not, hey, like I said, I'm not gonna nitpick. Soles are not lickable. I think I faintly remember they used to put nails in on the high wear points. So on the inside here, over here. Now, these are the Rain Last. So this is my first pair on the Rain Last. I don't know if the Rain Last even existed 15 years ago. I know I had a pair on the Alcudia, like I said, on the Simpson. And the Simpson was really narrow. I mean, I didn't realize how narrow it was. And back to what I was saying about being a guinea pig. Now, if you want to buy a pair of shoes, other makers will ask, what size are you in Carmina's Rain Last, for instance? But back then, there was none of that. And so everyone was asking those of us who bought those initial pairs how they fit, you know, compared to other brands like C&J and Evergreen, Grinson. It could just be me, but the soles seem a lot thicker than I remember. I don't know. I've unboxed 3 or 4 pairs of shoes recently, and these seem pretty substantial, especially in the heel area. Very heavy. So let's get them on the foot. It's a wet, lazy, rainy day today, so I got my PJs on. Wow, I'm seeing a lot of space in the back right here already. area, kind of tight here. The instep area. But at least I don't have that unsightly V that I had with the Simpson last. Alright, so let's get that first bend in. I tightened these laces up all the way so that the V would close here, and I'm still getting a little bit of slippage in the heel. So, but then on this one, it still has a V and it's tight in the instep. So I don't know what to make of that. Now the reason why I went back 15 years on Carmina is because the perceived value back then, you know, $425 or whatever they were, it was excellent value. It was getting a Goodyear welted shoe with closed channel soles from Spain, of all places, and it has some nice looking offerings. These days, Carminas start at $550, and for $550, do I think they're a good value still? No, I don't. Absolutely not. Some people are not gonna like that, but hey, for $500, enter TLB. You can get the TLBs for $400, right? Depending on where you live. And for those $400 from TLB, you're getting a much slimmer waist treatment than you are with the Carminas. Look at the size of the Carmina heel and the TLB heel. I mean, that's just, I told you, this one felt just heavier. And like I said, the sole was thicker. It actually is. Now that may be a good thing to some people, but fit is subjective because, you know, each foot is different, but for me, and Carmina does have a variety of lasts. I was hoping that this rain last was really gonna do it for me, but we'll have to see. I'll have to wear them out for a day or whatever. I mean, it's a really nice looking shoe. I have nothing against Carmina. I will say I purchased this pair because I got them for $300, and that's at the beginning of this. I showed Pettywear, the company out in the UK. These were about $311 US shipped. So at that price, yes, this is an excellent value. But at $550, no. And that's the main reason why I haven't gone back to Carmina since 2010. For $500, I'm going this route. And you know, with the yarn, you know what you're getting. I repolished the soles again. But look, you're getting the slim beveled waist. You're getting the heel treatment. I mean, this shoe just it's leagues ahead of this Carmina shoe as far as the leather quality, as far as the craftsmanship, and what you're getting. So this shoe right now retails for $510. That 5% they give you for your first order knocks $25 off. So right there, you got $485 for a pair of yarn shoes, for instance. And there's other brands out there. So, I mean, Carmina, I know you have the 3D foot scanning bespoke situation going on, but you're still giving round laces. And at this point, is Carmina the new Allen Edmonds? Let me get these TLB flat laces in here and see if that's gonna make any difference. I think those flat laces present a whole lot better. Tell me what you think. I'm not gonna take them upstairs and do the whole walking montage thing because it's rainy out, but yeah. Even at this $300 price point, I'm not sure if I'm really, you know, still digging Carmina. I mean, the Blackbird shoes don't really hold a candle to this, but I'm pretty sure that with a few tweaks, they can come really close. Let me know where you stand on Carmina, and if you like that unboxing from 15 years ago, and how long you've been rocking Carmina shoes. And I know for some of you, this will be your first time watching a video regarding Carmina shoes, or one of your first Carmina videos. Tell me what you think. Am I way off base here? Are they really asking too much at the $550 price point for these shoes, given all the other brands that we can get today and really accessible? Hey, let me know in the comments. Hey, if you like what you saw in this video, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't like what you saw, still hit the thumbs up and subscribe. I do things like this all the time on my channel. Go back and check out those videos with the Blackbird shoes, with the Yearn shoes, with the TLB shoes, with the Meerman shoes, and let me know what you think. Hey, this is Big Bris saying everybody stay well, and until next time, watch another video.